Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, and tonight we're on the red carpet at the Paley Center in New York, where we'll be bringing you interviews with the entire cast of television's hottest show ahead of its season finale, ABC's Scandal. So get ready for a great night behind the velvet rope. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, and I've got Olivia Pope in the flesh, Kerry Washington, being part of this phenomenon. Talk to me, this role, no one else could do Olivia Pope the way you do, so being able to do it, talk to me about it.
I'm just really grateful. Every day I just feel so overwhelmed with gratitude that I get to be part of this cast and telling these stories that these writers are writing for us. It's just, it's beyond what I could have dreamt of.
No one writes female characters the way Shonda Rhimes does.
Shonda Rhimes is the best.
Talk to me about the genius of this woman and why does she make female characters? What is it about her writing that makes them so good and strong?
I think she just writes females and cares about writing women. She writes about women, she writes women, and she cares about writing women, and so because she's a great writer, the women characters are great. I don't think it's that hard. I think any writer who really cared about it could do it.
2/3 of the dream team
it's
here.
True.
Tony Goldwyn and Bellamy, young
so
guys.
Close.
Season 4 finale. Everybody's dying to know what happened, so tell me.
Oh,
okay, ready? We'll tell you everything.
Okay.
We're only telling you. You have to keep it to yourself.
It's a very big secret.
We can tell you nothing other than
We don't
it's
know.
cataclysmic.
Yeah.
We kind of don't know because Shonda's recut the whole thing, so we
Yeah.
don't know what's going to happen. I hope I'm alive. I don't know. We'll see.
I hope
They
so.
can't kill Fitz off. Being part of this show, I mean, the phenomenon it's become, talk to me about it as actors when you get to be part of a project like this. How crazy is it?
It's the biggest blessing in the world. When you get to go to work at all, it's always nice. If you go to work with great people, then you know you're winning. But if you go to work with great people on great material and people dig it, it's like you won the lottery every hour of every day for the rest of your life.
It's kind of like being on a roller coaster ride that's just fun all the time. So it's that combination of being able to work with people in an environment that's really fun all the time, but also serious work. We respect each other a lot. So I think that's part of what makes us all get along so well is everybody in this group, brings their A game all the time. So it's very challenging to work with them, and it's just fun. Yeah.
I've got Cyrus here in the flesh, Mr. Jeff Perry. Season finale of Scandal is upon us. Being part of this phenomenon, talk to me all about it.
Arthur, this has been actor heaven, man. I mean, Shonda writes such operatic, beautiful, complex, addictive TV, where such a great range of characters, everybody's invited to the table, right? I mean, gay, straight, usually complicated, sometimes downright evil, always ambitious. It's Shakespearean, right?
It is.
Operatic, and such emotional for all of the fireworks of the plots. There's real emotional truth and complication to the people. So for actors, Arthur, it's a blast. It's just heaven.
Speaking of actors, this cast that you have, I mean, there's not a better ensemble cast on television. Talk to me about working with all of them.
I'll talk to you about who put it together. Linda Lowy, my wife. If you're an actor, you guys, my only advice is marry a brilliant casting director. I did, and look what TV show I'm on. But she and Shonda and Betsy really put the casts together after Linda has found a lot of the people, and they're beautiful at it. And you can tell with Grey's Anatomy, Private Practice, How to Get Away with Murder, Scandal, that these are just sort of gorgeous dinner parties of chops and chemistry coming together. In all of these, right? In all of these, I know.
I'm a fan of this woman.
In all of these casts, and so. you always know that people are going to really be pretty darn capable. Shonda's writing demands a real facility with words, a real facility with emotion, it's demanding writing. And so we're working, I feel like I'm getting to work with one of the most wonderful repertory companies in the world.
Darby Stanchfield, it is tight in here today, but
It is.
when it's a Scandal red carpet, it's going to be tight.
That, of course, is the Scandal finale of season 4, so, everyone's coming out to find out what's going to happen.
Do you sit back as a fan and say, I don't know how this woman, this team thinks up these twists and turns?
I do every day at work, and yes, as a fan, I'm often asked, like, what do you want for Abby, or what do you want to see on the show? And I'm always like, the writers and Shonda Rhimes, they have it handled. Like, they sort of think beyond anything my imagination goes to, so I can't wait to see the finale tonight.
No one writes better female characters.
No one
right?
better female characters than Shonda Rhimes. I concur.
Being one of those female characters, talk to me about being able to express the words that she's putting to paper.
Oh, it's so thrilling. This last year, Abby had this speech to Leo Bergen, What Happens to You Happens to Me. It's about the double standards of how women are perceived and digested in the media when they're in public, have their public personas, public jobs. And just the double standards of women versus men and how they're talked about in the media and perceived in our culture. And it was such an honor to say those words and say that speech. It was so right on the money. The fans went nuts. They were like, that is how I feel. That is my experience. Preach. I love that, that was said on TV, and it just made everybody fall in love with Abby a little bit more.
Scott Foley, I had a show on TV. Being part of Scandal, talk to me all about it.
It's changed my life. I love this show. I've been lucky enough to make a living doing this for the last 15 or 20 years, but Scandal's really taken it to the next level, and I attribute that to Shonda Rhimes and her genius. I attribute it to social media, what Twitter and Scandal have done for each other. I think it's a great show. I love it.
Do you sit back as a fan? You mentioned Shonda. First of all, I don't know how she comes up with this stuff, but do you sit back as a fan and say, how does she come up with this stuff?
Yeah, we all do. I mean, at the table reads, we are blown away. We're big fans of the show, the actors on the show, as the people watching it, and so we get the same thrill when we read the scripts at the table read that you guys do when you watch it. And we are always blown away at the amount of story that Shonda and the writers are able to cram into each episode, how they constantly keep us on our toes, and what they do to our characters. We love this.
And Portia de Rossi, Scandal. I mean, when you get to be part of a phenomenon like this, I had a show on TV. Talk to me about it. Because you're a TV veteran. You've done this.
I've done it.
And now you're doing it with the best. Talk to me about it.
I'm doing it again. I feel very blessed, very lucky. I mean, my whole thing in my career is I want to work with really creative, fantastic people and be a part of something really cool that I can be proud of. And Scandal was an absolute perfect fit for me because I was such a huge fan to begin with and a disciple of Shonda Rhimes.
Shonda. I mean, how does she come up with this stuff? I sit back as a fan and I'm like, no one human or team of humans can think this much up, but she does.
Every week, and it just keeps coming. And the twists are twistier, and she makes things human, and she brings in big social issues and weaves it into the stories of these characters. It's just amazing how she does that.
I got Papa Pope over here. This
How
is
you
Joe
doing?
Morton. This show, Scandal. I mean, what a phenomenon it's become. Talk to me about being part of this and working with the cast you get to work with.
I mean, it's an amazing kind of gift. I mean, I entered the show as a member at the end of the second season. It was something I was looking to do. It literally fell out of the sky. I watched the show, wanted to be in the show. Before I even had a chance to talk to my agents, I got a call saying they wanted me on the show. It's been a gift ever since. And this cast is amazing. I mean, we all sort of share the same approach to the script because we're all theater actors. So it's a real joy. It's a real joy.
I sit back as a fan and think, how does Shonda come up with this stuff? Do you guys do the same thing?
Every table read, we have no idea. I mean, that's the beauty of it, is that we have no idea I would love to be able to sort of wander around in her brain and sort of see where all this stuff comes from.
Guillermo Diaz, you're on the hottest show on TV. Talk to me being part of Scandal.
Oh my God, it's been like a dream. We started, 4 years ago, and we never expected it to go past one season. At least I didn't. You're kind of jaded being in the business for a while, and it's such a treat and a gift when a show goes past, 1 and 2 and 3 seasons, and we've just been so fortunate.
You're now in the season 4 finale. What can we expect?
Yeah, it's the most unpredictable, explosive finale thus far. Yeah,
I love it.
It's crazy.